Now, I want to say something very important, but very few people can truly catch what I'm trying to say. But this guy made it very clear. He's a physicist, he's a scientist, and he's popular in the field of science. And based on quantum physics, we know that the particles of the universe all moved according to the laws of the universe. According to science, okay, it's a fact that we don't have free will.
I'm pretty confident that we don't have free will, regardless of how much our intuition and experience suggests that we do. Why is that? Very simply. You and I, we are collections of particles, well-organized collections, but those particles, their movement is all guided by physical law. When we make a decision, when we undertake an action, it's simply particles coursing through our bodies and brains. And the motion of those particles is fully determined by mathematical decree, by the laws of physics. We have no opportunity to intercede in the lawful progression of those particles. And so if we don't have any opportunity to intercede in those particle motions, we don't have any opportunity to play a role in the motion of those particles. We don't have any opportunity to choose what those particles do. And that's why we don't have any free will.
So he is very, very correct. We have no control. But that's because he's like the atom that floats through the universe. But he's not the creator, not the I am. You have to be the I am, the creator of the universe. And all of us are just like atoms in the universe. And not being aware of ourselves as the creator, we are lost. We have no control. But for some time in my life, because I am very sub-intuitive into my thought, I began to realize that indeed it is true, that we don't really have a full control, even of our mind at all, right? So we don't have control over actions. We thought we had free will, but we don't really have. But then how are we going to organize our life? That's the question, right? If we don't have free will. I'm going to give you a secret, but before I do that, I just want to tell you, just go through your unconscious mind. I mean, whenever you sleep, there's a subconscious mind going on, right? So this subconscious mind, is it in your control? Of course not, right? When you're dreaming, you're not in control. But the very fact of life is clear that all of this life that we are having is still a dream. Nothing more than a dream. I can see that even as I move in my life, I notice it's all a dream. So how do I therefore change my destiny? That's a good question. Now, the secret is this. You have to enter into a dream, the very dream that you're having. Look at this picture behind you. It's an image of myself, right? That's true. This is a dream of mine. You can call it, okay? So, in order for me to control this dream, I must be part of the dream. And yet, I'm a total presence outside the dream. Only in that situation would I be able to move my hand and the dream would move with me. Without that, it's impossible. Most people in this lifetime, they do not know that they are in the dream. So because of that, they could never control their dream. They just live their life like an animal. There is nothing there. It's a life that is not alive. It's just like a creature that goes on without any form of self-awareness or self-control. To be able to control your destiny, you have to know that you're in a dream. That's the first thing. You can know it in your head, but that's not the solution. Because if you know in your head, you're still not there. You're not in the control. That's right. You must be in the dream yourself and walk as a dream. Not easy. Okay, good. After you're aware of that you can walk in the dream. After you're aware that you're walking with the dream, that awareness must be such that it comes out of the dream. but still in the dream. And that you can move your hand so that the dream's hand will also move. My goodness, is that possible? Wow. When I said just now that you can come out of that dream, what I meant is that you are still in the dream, but you're aware of the full presence of yourself while in the dream. A full presence like that, you're now aware of yourself. All this requires a lot of years of training. That's right. It's not just thinking in your mind. The visualizers, those people who tells you that you can visualize yourself in a better world. And so you get what you want because you keep visualizing yourself in a better world. The problem with that is they're just adding a so-called new dream scene. They want to make it into a subconscious thing so that they can live their life in that subconscious sphere, their own artificial dream in their life. As I said in my last video, and you should go back to my last video if you have not seen it. As I said, when we want something in life and we want it desperately, what it simply means is that at the back of our mind, the unconscious level, we actually feel that we don't have it. That's why we want it. So that unconscious thought that is inside our mind, unconscious dream, is actually betraying whatever you want in your life consciously. So the solution of life all sums up to one very important point. You must be aware of yourself as the presence. So even when you live in this dream, this whole world is a dream, you must be aware that you are the presence. This awareness of your presence is completely different from the awareness of yourself. I know you're aware that you are so-called David Chu, like I'm aware that I'm a David Chu. But whatever I think of myself is not me. You must be aware of that. You must be aware that everything in this world you live in is just a simple dream. And then now there is something in me that brought forth, which is the I am. And this I am is a true presence. This is the I am that ignites all dreams. This is the I am that actually creates new dreams, that's all. But this I am, are you in touch of that I am? Or are you simply only still dreaming in a world where yourself is dreaming in it? I'm talking too long, and I'm on holiday right now. And I will continue to speak about this subject in my next video. Do follow my video, subscribe to it. You see, this understanding of presence or the I am is a very, very difficult issue. And unless you're truly very sincere about it, it will just be a dream. That's right. You need to follow all my previous videos, which I have. I got a whole lot of videos behind me, trying to understand my viewpoint. That's right. Just trying to live in a make-believe world is of no value, because the true I am is the true I of which you are. And unless you catch I, everything that you want in this world is just that dream out there.